oldest city of Belgium, but only has 30,000 inhabitants. So for a small city as Tongeren to have a museum with 170,000 visitors a year, it's quite important for the whole city life.
What follows is always in connection with what's been in the past.
In the museum, we tell the history of the people that lived in our region, starting from the prehistorical time up to the early Middle Ages. We have about 2,400 objects in our presentations, of course a lot more in our depots. But we also try to bring a multi-layered story and try to bring really the history of the people who lived here through interactive scenery, living figures, and a lot of films.
Who stays into the museum, and they need to solve questions, very difficult questions. They can only find their information in the museum, and we also will supply them with a lot of books. So it's a library where they can look up the answer. Then the team goes outside. They goes to where there are still Roman remains, like for example the aqueduct or the Roman temple. So they have to go physically to that location in Tongeren. So they have to speak to each other. We have like special walkie-talkie connection. The inside needs to solve the question on that specific location, for example the temple location, and the outside team needs to go to the location. We've called it Veni Vidi Vici. We thought it was an appropriate name for the game. So we've set it up together with the University of Hasselt, ADM they called. Together on the content and the technique, we want to do a test, how we can integrate multimedia within the cultural heritage, and as well the inside of the museum and the outside of the museum was a real challenge, like on technological part.
So it's all about interactive heritage, and the idea in the beginning was to bridge the gap between visitor and museum. It's kind of conflict of interest, where a visitor wants to learn about the museum in preferably less than 2 hours, but there's more to see in the museum than just for 2 hours content. So making good selection and bring that in the right style, that was the challenge we had.
The end goal of the game is to reconstruct Tongeren. So gradually, by going to the location, solving the questions, they can build up Tongeren in total. And it's a competitive game, and we hope that it's like with the team building, it's reinforce the strength of the team and to learn more about Roman times, and especially the oldest city of Belgium. Not only the milk, but they use everything from the cow. So, and it shows how close the farmer lives with the cow. It's used for beef, blood, and so they have to find out themselves. It has been developed by our educational department. It's not very big. It's me and another colleague. We were two who were working on the content, and then at the moment we have two people who are actually doing active guiding with the children. plan how Tongeren looked like 150 after Christ. And it's like a little bit like a Monopoly game that they have to go via the different buildings to earn, for example, a temple or a bathing house. I think if they answered correctly those questions, if they come on the Horeum, then they can actually build it. And then the team who has the most buildings, who could actually build the most buildings, is the winner of the game. What they also do here is actually more focusing on the battle, like we've seen on the second floor between Ambiorix and the Romans. So they go more in detail on how they look like, what are the special features of a Roman or a Celtic tribe, what are the differences, and then we also show a little video of a reconstruction of the battle. We'll have our own little shield, so they can have also, they learned a little bit of battle techniques of the Roman, and they have to then perform their skills in the army. So it's quite interesting and very active and very nice to see the children how they learn and play at the same time.